Every year, in November and December, Tamil Nadu's coastal areas receive heavy rainfall due to the northeast monsoon. In 2015, the rains were extremely heavy and caused the worst floods within a century. Tamil Nadu's capital city Chennai was declared a national disaster zone, and millions of people in Kanchipuram, Tiruvallur, Villupuram and Kadalur districts were suffering. About 2,500 villages were waterlogged. Houses and personal belongings were washed away. The destruction of crops meant the loss of livelihood for many people. Lack of food and drinking water made them starve. Especially those who were already disadvantaged could hardly cope with the situation. In order to help some of the most affected people in Villupuram district, Manos Unidas provided funds for relief material distributions that were implemented by REAL in 15 Manos Unidas project villages of Koonimedu area. Widows, women-headed families, and differently abled persons were identified as those who were most in need of support. On 20th of January, the first relief aid distribution for those most affected people took place at Koonimedu Training Center, in presence of special invitees like Executive Director and General Manager from PMSSS and Sub-Inspector of Police Maracanã, and REAL's Director, Mr. Lawrence. "431 families received dry rations, mosquito nets, sleeping mats and bed sheets on that day. Those things made it easier for them to deal with a difficult living situation after the floods. More distributions took place on the following days, with a total of 1,322 flood-affected families profiting. After those 3 distributions, Manos Unidas additionally made it possible to provide material to 160 affected families declared as below poverty line on 30th of January. In any disaster, the children are those who are most affected and whose needs are most neglected. For a long time they could not go to school as the buildings were waterlogged. With the support of Manos Unidas, REAL identified a total of 656 children to provide them with educational material. Those children had not only lost their homes, but also their books and notebooks in the flood. In 14 schools of the Manos Unidas project area, those students can study with new notebooks, geometry boxes and school bags now. Thanks to the immediate and comprising support of Manos Unidas and the actions taken by REAL, the flood-affected people around Koonimedu received fast help after the disaster.